Hi, my name's John. Welcome to another Sunday night nightcap. In part 1 of tonight's nightcaps, I get a bit more done on mechanical lubricator for the marine steam engine. In part 2, I machined some aluminium. It's actually a hydraulic handbrake of a performance car or a custom car. I do a little bit of machining and some screw cutting on that. The Wednesday night catch-ups seem to be going quite well. I've had quite a few requests for different little machining processes or bits and pieces that I do. If there's anything you'd like us to show, just briefly in sort of 5 or 6 minutes, all you got to do is leave a comment on the video. In the last instalment or episode of this saga of this oil pump, we used some welding wire in a terminal block to prove that that would actually work the oil pump. Obviously I can't leave that on there, so I need to make something a lot neater. I've got some 4mm silver seal, which is the same as that rod there. What I intend to do is lengthen that pin. I'll bring the camera in. I think what I'm going to do is make a new pin to go through there, longer. I'm going to make another bronze bush the same as that, and that rod will be screwed in or soldered in, and that rod can pivot like that. It needs to pivot in like that, so when it goes up and down it will go through a slight arc. I'm not quite sure about the bottom yet, but that's certainly what I'm going to do for the top. I can see roughly how long it needs to be, how much longer the new pin needs to be. If we make it, we'll make it metric for a start. We make it 70mm. That's going to get us somewhere near. The other way is to make it a lot shorter and put a bend in the rod. I've seen these rods bent before and they do look alright. It may look better with a bend in than having a long extension piece on there. We'll take this out, measure it up. I'm sure it's 6mm, because I have got a 6mm ream to ream the bush, and we'll go about making a new pin. I think I will bend it. This has now been out of here for a long time. A very long time actually. Come on, John. That's it. That's it there. Making a new one of those. There's very little wear on there, and this has had a lot of running. Here's 6mm, and that's 9.5, so a bit of 10mm silver seal if I've got a bit, and we'll make a new pin. I've put the AR40 collar chuck on the lathe. It just makes it easier for machining small stuff like this. Easier to video because I haven't got the bulk of the big chuck in the way. Tool's nice on centre height because there's no pip left. Nice and true. A little bit of weight on the centre, that doesn't take a lot. Cutting a lot better now because it's not pushing away from the tool. Got the classic nasty stringy bastard stainless steel chip coming off. You can get an insert that does break stainless. What happens already? Take the spring cut and I'm going to measure the bar to make sure it's parallel, because I have adjusted the tailstock in the past. So I want to make sure the lathe is turning straight. 11. Okay now. 22. 15. The layers a mile out. 11 throw there. 16. Fuck me. That's a long way out, that. Right, that lathe was a long way out there. I've set it up just by eye and I can see straight away now it's a lot closer. It starts to come towards me, just to Fanny's hair. That looks good. I'll centre drill a piece of material and see what it actually looks like now. We'll take a light cut now and then measure it again. It just goes to show you should check the light of your lathe very regular. I did move that tailstock a while ago, but I'm sure I clocked it back in right. Obviously not. Right, the moment of truth. Doesn't matter what size it is. Right, that's showing 6 there on the thimble. Go to this end. It's showing 8. Six. 8. So once I come across towards me, just a wee little bit, which I'll do now. Three on the thimble, 3 on the thimble, so it's basically cutting parallel now. Yeah, happy with that. If it's not the same size in the middle, you have got a problem. You get a really good finish on stainless, it's basically hard not to. And that's doing 640 RPM there. And on the final 2 cuts I bumped it to 1000. Measure it again. And 23 on the thimble. Actually 24. It's the same size both ends. Happy with that. People say you can't take a light cut with carbide, and that's carbide and that's a light cut. Right, 6.05, but it's quite warm. The same size all the way down. I think when that cools down it's going to be absolutely spot on. Possibly a touch with some really fine emery tape as a little burr on there. Just a light polish. With emery tape you use a long bit with your hands out the way, or you use a small bit that can't get wrapped round. It's cooled down now, and that is the dog's bollocks fit. That's lovely. It's a tiny amount of plain. Exactly what I wanted. Right, we'll just cut that off with a hacksaw. I don't want to spend another hour sorting part and tools out. Well, that was a bit of a long-winded affair, but eventually got the pin done. Quite a nice little pin it is as well. It fits all these quite nicely, because these were all reamed 5mm when I made the engine, or when I built the engine. Right, and the control rod, which is this one. still nice. Slightly tight, that I might give it a little bit more polish. Yeah, straight on the tight side, if anything. Right, so now we need to make a ring to go on there, or a loop to go on there, or a bush to go on there, and that piece of silver steel will drop down and work the valve. It seems to taking a long time to do such a little bit of work, but it's the way it is, I suppose. There's a little oil hole on there that's drilled through and pivots the. There's a little oil hole there that's drilled through and lets oil into the bushes. Like I say, this has got a lot of hours on it. It's had hundreds of hours running now, and there's no perceptible wear anywhere. Perceptible is a good word, especially for a Friday night. Right.